computer. All right, we're going to try this again. Good morning, boot campers. Here's our presentation view. All right, welcome to Go ED Strong Bootcamp number 4. This is our last boot camp of the series, so very exciting. I think we have about 19 of you on the call, so awesome job. You guys made it till the end. I am Nicole Stricker, my regional director, and my wonderful and fabulous co-host is the one and only Josh Bomba. You want to introduce yourself, Josh?
Yeah, guys. Josh Bamba, Integrated Regional Director. I've been doing this for about 6 months now. I came on, and my whole idea was to lose a little bit of weight, probably like all of you. And after week 1, I decided, holy crap, this thing is awesome. I know so many people that I could help get healthy. So that's kind of how I became a coach, and things have been awesome ever since. And the community that we've built and all the people we've helped get healthy are, it's life-changing. So excited to be here to help you guys advance your businesses more. We are going to be looking into Facebook today and the different things that we're going to do or that you can do on Facebook to maximize your reach.
Ah, geez, what have I done now? You guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's an interesting view. Ask a question at goo.gl slides. Okay, well, we'll ignore that. All right, you guys, so this is kind of our lineup for today. So I apologize for getting started a few minutes late. So we've got lots of really good information in these slides. So you're gonna wanna have your pens and paper out. We're gonna try not to go too fast, but there's just a lot of really good information about Facebook and how to maximize Facebook in our business. There's probably a lot of slides you're gonna wanna take pictures of, so we'll be sure to kind of slow down there and allow you to take pictures so you can go back and read some of the material on there. So today's lineup, why Facebook? So we'll talk a little bit about why we want to use Facebook in our business and what the benefits are, maximizing its exposure and how to do that. Josh is going to talk to us about how to set up Facebook campaigns. We'll talk a little bit about Hootsuite and Cinduit. Those are some marketing tools that we can use that might help us with these campaigns. A little bit about organization within your Facebook, consistency, and then, of course, in the end, we'll open it up for Q&A. So let's first talk about why Facebook and how it has helped. So maximizing exposure. So changing your profile picture. So, growing friends, posting publicly versus privately, timing, types of posts, commenting versus liking. So we're going to go into each of those details throughout this presentation this morning. So changing your profile picture. So you'll want to do this about, every 2 to 3 weeks or so. At the very least, you want to do it, once a month. And the reason for that is, you kind of want to keep your Facebook alive. Sometimes if your profile picture is on there for too long, it's not going to generate new attention. So you mostly want to use before and after pictures on your Facebook. And then every once in a while, you can use a standalone after picture. Or you can choose to use, just really uplifting pictures, but recycle those out, every 2 to 3 weeks or so. Growing friends. So we always talk about this, as part of our income producing activities, is we always want to expand our Facebook network. And you can do that very easily by setting a simple goal of friend requesting 10 people a week. You could do 10 people a day. I mean, it's so easy to do, really. You're just click, 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 and, friend requesting. You want to friend acquaintances, people that you might know. Your Facebook will always tell you that you've got mutual friends with somebody. You may want to go onto a friends page and friend request some of their friends. Again, really just expanding your Facebook network. And as we launch these Facebook campaigns and we continue to live out loud, more and more people are going to be blessed with knowing about what we do. And always, always, always friend new people that you meet. So when you're out and about and you're talking to people, always on the spot there, friend request them. Posting publicly versus privately. So there's a little picture there that'll let you know if your post is public or private, but there's lots of advantages to posting publicly. Obviously, kind of what it says, publicly means, even your non-Facebook friends are going to see your posts. And that's really what we're about. We want everybody to know what we do. So you've got the two options there. So just make sure that your posts are all public. Should there be anything that you want to just keep within your close friend network, then you can change that to private. But for the most part, we want to make sure that everything health related is a public post. Timing is everything. So these are the proven most effective times to post on Facebook. And it works. So, if you're going to post, 3, 4, 5 times a day, these are the most effective. So between 5:30 and 6 a.m., 11 to 11:30, so kind of like before your lunchtime, 3 to 3:30, 7 to 7:30 p.m., and just occasionally, the 9 to 9:30 hour. So jot that down if you haven't already. And what should I post? So this is really important that, that we're layering our Facebook with multiple areas of our life, that we're not just throwing up before and after pictures and people think that's all we're about. So personal posts. So think about, just different areas of your life that you want people to see. So your family, family photos, kid pictures, selfies, of course, you got to get the selfies in there. Events and celebrations, uplifting positive posts. So you'll see on a lot of people's Facebooks, we're posting, motivational quotes and pictures, conversational or questions. So these are really good posts. If you just kind of get out there and ask a question that really engages a lot of people, those are really effective. Throwback pics, those are always fun. If you kind of go back on your Facebook memories on this day and kind of share some of those throwback pics. Video clips, those are always good too. So those are the personal posts. And then, your TSFL posts, motivational, before and after pictures. And Josh will talk a little bit more about, how to do those TSFL posts. Recipes, people love recipes, and then any other healthy tidbits. So that's kind of what you should post. And then the call to action is kind of our soft approach. So if you're going to post a TSFL post, whether it be a recipe, a before and after picture, these are some examples of what you can tag at the bottom of that story. So just as an example, health doesn't have to be an uphill battle. I would love to show you how it can be possible. Every change is worth it. Reach out to me. Let's do this together. So it's a very soft approach. It's not direct. It's just, hey, reach out if you're wanting a change in your health or in your life. So take a picture of this if you like what it says here, and we can start including those in our TSFL posts. Commenting versus liking. So this is really, really important. The Facebook the way Facebook works, there's algorithms, and it really, those algorithms, they work depending on the comments, not the likes. So the more people you comment on, the more people will see your posts. So you're really going to want to make it a practice of yours to, as you got your contact list and you're choosing which people you want to engage with, that you're actually going onto their profile and not just liking their posts, but that you're commenting on them. So commenting like, oh, hey, looks like so much fun. By doing that, they're now going to see your posts. Okay, so very important that we're doing the comments and the likes. So likes are important, but they don't factor into the algorithms that determines who sees your posts. Okay. All right, Josh, do you want to talk to us about how to create a Facebook campaign?
Yeah, definitely. I know, as far as creating the Facebook campaigns, we want to, develop something to post Monday through Friday. We want to try and post at least 3 times a day. One health related post, and we can live out loud or have personal posts as well. Pictures of the kids, things that you're doing at work throughout the day, stuff like that. And then weekends, you don't need to post so many health things. It could be just personal posts, but you want people to engage with you, throughout the entire week. So ideas for Monday, obviously the motivation Monday, mouth-watering Monday, meltdown Monday. It can all be, anything from, befores and afters, or, gym type stuff for motivation. The mouth-watering Monday, like right here, we can do different ideas for lean and greens, or different kinds of foods, things to engage people. They might say, "Oh, hey, look, that looks great, unstuffed cabbage." But we want people to see our posts. We want people to comment. We want people to, like what they're seeing, because then their friends see it as well.
Hey, Josh, can I add something to this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So this post here, it has the recipe, and you may notice on some of our posts when we share pictures of recipes, it's another strategy to not share the recipe and maybe just say, what's cooking for dinner tonight, message me for the recipe. By doing that, you're now able to engage in a conversation with that person, and you can privately send them that recipe. So that's another way to reach out to more individuals.
Good point. Definitely. Tuesday ideas, Transformation Tuesday, Tidbit Tuesday, Tasty Tuesday. You're once again engaging, your friends on Facebook. So Tidbit Tuesday, have you laughed today? So people who laugh actually live longer than those who don't laugh. So right here, this is a way to engage people as well, to connect with you, to comment on here, to make you look fun. That way, when their friends see them comment on it, then you gain a wider audience from that as well. Ideas for Wednesday: Wellness Wednesday, Wake Up Wednesday, Water Wednesday, What's for Dinner Wednesday. So Wellness Wednesday, I'm excited to announce that Lisa's decided to pay it forward. So we can tell people stories. We can, for the most part, it's almost like here's her before and after. She's decided to become a health coach, and we're celebrating her. We're talking about how cool everything is that she is doing. Again, we're living out loud and letting our entire audience know what's going on with different people, what's happening with our business, and we're making them kind of intrigued, to want to see what we're doing and engage us to find out more about it. Thursday ideas: Transformation Thursday, Throwback Thursday, Thoughtful Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. That means a little different to me now than it did 6 months ago. But yeah, so the Throwback Thursday is what we have an example of here. You do the before and after, and again, you are showing yourself live out loud. So people are going to ask, what is it that you do for work that you have all this time to play, or to go out and do this stuff. Friday ideas: Favorites Friday, Fitness Friday, Freedom Friday. So Favorites Friday, we can talk about the cool things that we have going on. This picture here, my dream item of the week is this mini trampoline. So not only does it engage your kids here, you get some exercise, all that stuff, but I mean, people look at this, and it's not you constantly cramming, "Hey, call me, lose some weight." You're not cramming all that down their throat over and over. It's you looking fun. So you can talk about Hootsuite and Cinduit, Nicole. I know you're a Cinduit master. So
I don't know if I'm a master. So Hootsuite and Cinduit, those are two different marketing tools that you can use. If you're somebody like me who I work all day long, and sometimes I find it difficult to find those little nuggets of time throughout the day to post very often. So I may utilize something like Cinduit or Hootsuite to schedule those posts in advance, so it automatically posts to my social media. So it'll create them ahead of times, and it can streamline the process. So really cool. We've got some other, Hootsuite is a free tool. Cinduit, there is a small monthly cost to that. It not only will post on Facebook for you, but there's a lot of other features. And we've got a separate training on Cinduit if that's something you're interested in. And there's also information on simple systems about Cinduit. So get with your mentor coach if you're wanting to utilize any of these so that you use them properly. And then we're not just letting it post to your Facebook and we're not doing anything with it. So it's really just a leverage tool. Organizing your pictures. So have specific photo albums to organize all these pictures. We're going to be going through and posting, successful clients, inspirational quotes, vacation destinations, family fun. So that'll make it really easy for somebody that maybe you just met and they're checking out your Facebook page. So they can go right to your photo albums and see an entire album of successful clients, see an entire album of quotes. So it's really, really cool to be able to organize them in that way. And then anytime you upload something new for the day, you want to be sure that you're putting them in the appropriate albums. So consistency. Consistency is key in everything that we do with this business and with our health. So as you guys know, everything we do is 5-in-1. So we have our 5-in-1 meal plan. We've got we also have our 5-in-1 ratio to posting. So really what the 5-in-1 ratio means is for every five posts, you want to have at least one of those be a health related post. So as I mentioned earlier, we don't want to just bombard somebody with nothing but health-related posts, nothing but before and after. We want to layer that with what else is important in our lives, living out loud. So live out loud, be generous with your life activities. So get out there, do amazing things, give back and share that part of your life with people. And set a goal for yourself. How many posts do you want to have on a daily basis? We talk about Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 a.m. We got to have a before and after post. So if you're not doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday campaign, definitely get into the habit of doing that. We really want to be consistent, but say 3 posts a day, 5 posts a day, but set a goal for yourself. And continue to add value. And just remember when we're posting, we're looking to reach certain individuals. If we're into family vacations, or traveling, that's going to attract people that may travel or that have families. So we're really, when we're posting, just ask yourself, is this adding value to somebody else? Motivational quotes, people love that stuff. So your results might start out slow, and they may pick up as you stay active. So if you've never posted before and you start, posting 2, 3, 4 times a day, you may not get a whole lot of attention, but I promise you with everything that we do, consistency, and you will eventually get results. Moving to connection. So, now that we've got all these posts, so how do we move these to either making a connection with an individual or turning them into clients? So here's where we're going to talk about, what do we do when they like our posts? What do we do when they comment on our posts? What do we do when they flat out ask, what program are we doing? So this is kind of cool. Here's some cool, quotes you could even use on your page. So nothing big happens if nothing big happens. So don't wait, don't think, just do it. Got lists. My favorite thing in the whole world is lists. So when you're setting up your Facebook campaigns and you've got people that like and comment, you've got to have a list. So always have an ongoing list of all the people who like or leave generic comments. So that'll be one list. And then have another list of people that say, what program are you doing? So we're going to do something different with the ones that like and comment than with ones that say, hey, I want to know what you're doing. Okay, so we've got ones that's more for a connection, and then we've got another one that would be more for a potential explore call. So keep adding to those lists every single week. Every single post that you do, keep adding. Who liked on that post? Who commented on that post? Who's asking more about program? So likes and general comments. Am I cutting into yours, Josh?
No, I'm after the call.
All right,
You.
keep going then. Okay. So likes and general comments. So here's what we do with the likes and the comments. And this applies to every single post that we do, not just a weight-related post. So we're going to tag their name in the comments section, and we're going to show you on a future slide what that looks like. This is very important. So we see sometimes, as coaches, we're not doing this correctly, and it can really affect what other people are seeing. So if they like your post, you're going to tag their name, tag Josh Bomba. Hey, thanks so much for your support. What's been going on in your world? And then just thank them in your own way. Thanks for your support. Do not tag their name and thank them in the reply section. So this is where we really want to make that distinction. There's that little section after they comment, and if you hit reply, it doesn't get seen by everybody. So we really want to make sure that we're using this separate comment section. And then send them a private message. So here's an example here of a before and after post. And you can see on the right-hand side how we've got the individual comments and not the reply. So if you can see my mouse here, this is the reply section here. You look amazing. So instead of clicking the reply and saying thanks, we're going to tag their name. See how this is Tara's post. Thanks, Caitlin. Okay, so very, very important. The private message. So after we do that, here's an example of what we can send them in a private message. So take a picture of this, take a screenshot if you need this for later. So hi friend, I need a favor please. Not sure if you know, I'm a health coach. I have 3 spots open to work with new clients and really invest time in them. If you know anyone wanting to get healthier, lose weight, come off medication, etc., and want someone to show them how to do it and work with them step by step, would you mind sharing my information with them? I'd appreciate that. So that's just one example of what you can send in a private message. Make it your own, but really we want to engage with that person and really thank them for showing support. Sometimes what I say is, thanks so much for supporting Monica. I know it means a lot to her, all these likes and comments. It really helps her on her journey. So whatever you're comfortable with, but send them that private message. And then here's the response. So this would be an example of a response. So we say that and they say, sure, no problem. And then you say, great, can I give you a quick call later this week to briefly explain what I do and tell you what to send them? And they're going to say, sure. And then you're going to ask them, what's the best phone number for you? And then they're going to give you their phone number. What do we do after we get the phone number? So this is where it's really important that you have a system for following through with this. If you're sending out a bunch of messages and you're getting a bunch of phone numbers, block out some time in your calendar in the next couple of days, whatever's convenient for you, and make sure you're calling those individuals that gave you their phone number. So what do we do when we call them? We've done training on this before. We're going to get the word out with them. So here's some examples of some posts here. Dude, it's been forever. You can tell this is Jamel. What up, Jared? So obviously you're gonna whatever you normally say, you're gonna put your personality into it. But this is somebody who commented or liked on one of his posts. Dude, it's been forever. Need a favor, man. And then here's what I'm asking for. Sure, brother. I got a few people in mind right off the back. So I'm not going to go through and read all of this, but this is just an example of what that conversation looks like. So if you want to take a picture of that, it's really that easy. You can see that the other person is saying, yeah, no problem. Absolutely. Gosh, I actually have some people in mind. So perfect. Got the phone number. And here's just as a reminder, we're not going to go through and really do the getting the word out because we've done this in prior boot camps. But as a reminder, this is the tool that you want to use that's available on Simple Systems. I believe it's there. And this will guide us as to what that conversation looks like to get the word out. All right, Josh, can you lead us through after we get the word out, what are our systems?
Yes. So after the call, the systems, your slide hasn't changed yet, but there you go. There you go. It
Okay.
changed there. So what we're going to do within 24 hours of talking to them, not 36, not 48, usually like I'll do it within 2 or 3 hours whenever I'm near a computer. We want to send the thank you email to them. What that's going to do is get the stuff to them while it's still in their mind. And if they have people that they've thought of, if not for themselves, it's something that they'll forward off. We're going to add their email address to your connections group, wherever your connections group is, whether you're saving it in OIM or Gmail or Yahoo. We want to have like Nicole's big on lists. You want to have a list somewhere of email addresses. If we're not friends with them on Facebook, we want to add them so they can see your posts, so they can see us live out loud. Within 48 hours, within 2 days, we want to give them a call. We want to say, hey, did you get the email that I sent to you? Great. Did anyone, come to mind? Anyone that we can get off those meds, or anyone that wants to lose weight? I've noticed probably 60 or 70% of the time, people say, yeah, I want to lose some weight. Yeah, what you told me about was great. I mean, I'm someone that can benefit from this. You want to make sure that you're sending out your connections email every 2 weeks. That's just something, whether it be recipes or hey, how's it going, or you want to be in their email every 2 weeks, so they're still thinking of you, so that they still look and they see everything that you're posting or emailing to them as well.
Can I add something to that, Josh?
Of course you can.
Okay. With any system, I found it really helpful to utilize my calendar, especially if we've got, a lot of people that we made connections with that day. I always set that reminder, 48 hours out, follow up with Josh, follow up with, Melody. Otherwise I lose track of everything. So I think that's a good habit to get into, is after you make that connection, just throw that reminder on your calendar.
Yeah, being organized is key for sure. So when they ask what program are you doing, I know Nicole kind of talked about it already, but you want to tag them individually in the comment section. What that does, it posts so their friends can see it as well, instead of hitting reply. So we want to tag their name and say, hey, check your inbox. I just sent you a private message. What that's going to do is cause other people to be, they want to know more about it. They're like, oh, well, they didn't just post about it, I want to find out about it too. So you're basically telling them, check your inbox. There's info there. So the sooner that you tag their name, and say pretty much that exact same phrase, more people, it says, will not follow suit. More people will now follow suit, and ask you to send them information as well. So people want to know, and the sooner that you tag someone, other people are going to say, hey, I want to know too. Send me that message. There are some examples here. I'm sure this is Jamil again, but people are saying, hey, I want details, please. And then Jamil says, hey, I'll private message you as well. And then you get other people that are saying, hey, tell me about it, send me the message. What's the program? I got 10 to 15 pounds I want to get rid of. Then Jamil again says, hey, tags the girl and says, check your inbox. I'll private message you. And then, I mean, other people just start commenting on that, but it definitely makes people a little more intrigued and wondering, all right, what is this? I want to know about it.
So check this out. I love what he says here. Below the box, it says, I'm telling you, dude, as a personal trainer, if you don't have this program as a part of what you do, you're missing the ship in 3 ways. Number 1, financially. Number 2, results. Number 3, referrals. Hit me up, playa. I mean, I'm laughing at what he's saying, but really think about that. As we put that in the comment section, then everybody else is going to see, that this is not just a weight loss program. So what he's doing there is very strategic. He's showing them like, hey, I can help you financially. I can help you with, in your business. So that might intrigue somebody else. I love it.
And you got to add your personality to it too. Hit me up, playa.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah. Go ahead. The private message. What are you gonna say? When you say, hey, I'm sending you info. You're basically saying, hey there, I'll definitely tell you about the program that I'm doing. But I want to, we want to make sure that we're saying, are you asking for yourself or a friend? We're going to wait for their response. But no matter what their answer is, we want to get them on the phone. So, it's basically, if you guys want to screenshot this is something that we're going to be sending out a lot. Hey, when can I give you a quick call to explain what it is that we do and how we do it? We want to give them 2 times. We want to say, hey, I have, 3 o'clock today or 1 o'clock tomorrow, because it's you giving them an option. They're going to pick one of the 2 instead of, hey, do you want to talk? What works best for you? So you're making it, when you're available as well. And then when we call them, we go through the 3-way Zoom outline. And that's something that we've all kind of trained on as well in previous days as well. But yeah, the private message is not to tell them this is what it is. This is how much it costs. This is what it'll do to you. You want to get every single person on the phone. It's a lot easier to help people realize their why when you're speaking with them. And then the next couple of slides are just some examples here of.
And it does say on here, Josh, just to kind of draw attention to the footnote here, but some will get back to you and many will not. And it's important to not get frustrated with that, because that's just the way it is. No big deal. So no big deal. You may send out, like 50 messages and maybe only a few of them will get back to you. That's okay. We're still going to follow up with them next week and see if they're still interested in helping us out, or, maybe they asked about program. No big deal. Just keep following up.
And that first one, I've gotten this a lot. You're on the left, you're basically saying, hey, how's it going? And they're like, well, how much is it? They're not worried about, how they're going to lose weight, how they're going to get healthy, anything like that. They're more worried, all right, well, how much is it? Great response here. It says, depends on what your goals are. Can I just say, he says, I'm happy for you, but, we're telling everyone it's not a one-size-fits-all program. There's no one cost. Some people, want the Optavia brand because of the other stuff in there. Some people want our core line, but there's plenty of ways to tell people, all right, it's 348, whatever. But there's plenty of ways to get around that. And what are your goals? Are you inclined for yourself or a friend? We're using this to talk to them, to find out their why, to find out what they want. In the next slide, it's still examples of Jamil. He's, a lot of people say that the business, takes over. They don't have time to do this. I know my coaches, they say they're getting a little stressed out. But remember, like in the one on the left there, Jamil is asking, what does your availability look like tomorrow or Wednesday? He's going to schedule these calls when he's available. So you don't want to, this is your business. So you don't want to schedule it all around what other people can do. you want to tell people when you're available. And Jamil does a lot of meeting up with people as well. So whether you guys want to do that or not, or over the phone, we want to keep it out of messages though. We don't want to sell people on the program, through Facebook Messenger or text message. Just like we don't want to, we don't want our clients that are currently on program. We don't want them doing it, everything via text message. It's that relationship that we're building that's going to keep them going, keep them motivated. The same with people that are interested in the program. And then here's just some more messages from Jamil to other people talking about his, talking on his timing and how have you been, old friends, stuff like that. So you can go from here.
Three-way call Zoom outline. So this is just a reminder, with those previous examples that you saw, that was for somebody who was asking for more information about our program. So after we've set that time, we found a time that works for both. You can set up a three-way call with somebody from your support team, or you can do that call on your own. So by now, since this is a senior coach to ED group, so most of you guys are probably doing these calls on your own. But as a reminder, these are the 3 tools you want to leverage when you're getting ready to do that call. So you want to have the outline of the 3-way candidate explorer call. You want to have a well-being tracker. And then you want to have the well-being evaluation, either the printed well-being evaluation, or you can send them your personal link so it emails you. That's what I tend to do is I want them to complete that before the explore call so I can print it and we can walk through it. So there are your tools. Ready to join. So this is, again, just a reminder of going over the systems. If they're ready to join after that explore call, you're going to let them know that you, emphasis on you will be placing their first order, and let them know that you, meaning we're not going to let them order themselves. We're going to place that order. We've got a great first order for them, and we get them set up. So what do you need to get somebody set up? As a reminder, this is all on your outline for the 3-way explore call Zoom. You need their billing and shipping address, name on the card, card information, phone number, and email address. Not ready to join. So we can't say this enough, what our systems are. So really important, we should be able to rattle this off and know it like it's their birthday. So we do an explore call. The person is not ready to join. Here are our systems. So we're going to, number 1, send them a thank you email within 24 hours of talking to them. Number 2, we're going to add them their email address to your connections group. Like Josh says, whatever you're using for your connections group, whatever email, if you're using Synduit, we want to add them to that group. We want to friend them on Facebook. Well, this is Facebook training here, so hopefully they're on Facebook. If you're not already friends with them, and add them to the client support group. So this is what's different from getting the word out, is since we've had a more in-depth conversation with them, they know more about our program, we're going to add them to the client support group. We're not going to ask them, we're going to tell them, I'm going to be adding you to our client support page that I mentioned so you can get a feel for what the support community is like, steal some recipes. And then you're going to do a follow-up. You're going to do a follow-up on the specific date and time that was scheduled. And this is where I love using my calendar. Otherwise, I forget. I'm busy, so I got to use my calendar. So they said, next Friday at 11 a.m., I'm going to follow up. That's going in my calendar. If after calling 3 consecutive days without a callback, we're going to leave off the hook. So we talked about this in previous boot camps. I call them at Friday at 11 o'clock, no answer. I call them on Saturday, no answer. Call them on Sunday, then I'm going to leave them an off the hook after 3 times, basically telling them, hey, I don't want to bug you. I'm following up as I promised I would with you. But, first and foremost, we're friends, and, just hit me up if you still wanted more information on my program or whenever you're ready. And then lastly, we're going to send out our connections email every 2 weeks. And look at that. We have a reminder on the calendar. So everything is on the calendar. So every 2 weeks, we're sending out that connections email. So take a picture of this. Make sure that you're following these systems. If you have any questions or if there's anything that you're not clear on, make sure that you get with your mentor. So here's some do's and don'ts. So we've kind of talked about this throughout the training, but do not send your website information or price information through text, email, or chat. Always take it to the phone. And we saw some examples there of conversations Jamil was having. You know, we're not a one-size-fits-all program, so it's really difficult to send you any information unless I first have a conversation with you about what you're looking for to see if it's even a fit. Do not let your clients place their own first order. So we've talked about that before as to why we don't want to do that. This is a do follow up weekly with those that did not get back to you. So when we talked about before, all those messages that we sent out and maybe they're not going to get back to us, that's okay, no big deal. We're just going to follow up a week later. Do not get frustrated or blame yourself if they are not ready to start right now. If we can detach from that outcome, that's the best. You know, that's what makes it fun. You know, we're really just out there to share and care. And when they're ready, they will come around. So don't let that frustrate you. Don't blame yourself. It's nothing that you did. They're just not ready. And have as much fun as possible. This is a fun business. So do have fun. And do attend every event that you qualify for, especially Go Global. Go Global is coming up in just a few weeks in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, this is our ED Strong, group. So if anybody is shooting for the first time ED this month, you can qualify to come with us to Atlanta, Georgia next month, and you will not want to miss it. Do go to National Convention. National Convention is in July in Dallas, and that's where we will fully become Optavia. You will not want to miss that. And Sundance. So Sundance is a higher level training. If you qualify for that, of course, we will not miss it.
Cool.
Yes.
So on Dr. A's call on Thursday, they said there are like 104 spots left for Go Global, and the people that the new people that get it this month are going to have first priority over the senior coaches that have waited so long. So that is something that everyone should know. Don't think like, hey, it's going to be sold out, I can't go. It's going to be awesome, and even the new coaches are going to have first priority. So that's big.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we still have 4 days left in the month. If that's something that you want, first time ED, or if you're shooting for your second month as ED, if this is your second qualifying month, definitely get with your mentor today. Give them a call, schedule a Zoom, and let them know that you want to go Global next month, and we will partner with you and get you there. So, okay, so here's our homework for this week. Take a picture of this. We will be posting this as our action steps. This is our last boot camp, you guys, until we start the next one for next month. So really exciting. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. But here's what we want to do after learning all about Facebook today is start 20 new Facebook conversations. So what do we say in those Facebook conversations? Josh, any thoughts?
Yeah, just be genuine. Hey, how's it going? Or hey, I saw you posted a picture of you and the kids at this place. How was it? You're just starting a conversation, because after 5 or 6 messages back and forth, they're going to say, all right, so tell me about this program that you're doing. Yep. I see your post. So you're just going to be genuine and be real with these people.
Yep. So start 20 new conversations. Simply say hi. That's all you got to do. And you'd be surprised. People are probably going to say hi back. And then you can start a conversation. Start 3 to 5 new clients this week. Get with your mentor. It's end of the month, January. January is historically explosive. Lots of people are wanting to get healthy. So, get with your team and, let them know what you're looking for. So follow up with all the likes on all your posts. So that's something you'll want to do on an ongoing basis. So think about the last few days, and just make sure that, kind of go back and see, what have I posted, who commented, who liked, and follow those systems of following up with them. And then follow up with everyone who previously inquired about your program. Go back to that list that you've created. If you don't have a list, we want to start doing that today so we can make sure that we're following up when we need to. And then post a new sugar shot as your profile picture. So we talked about earlier in the training, we want to keep that profile picture fresh. So post a new sugar shot, or, we're coming up on Super Bowl, so maybe you do something creative, representing, the weight that you've lost, if you've got a weight loss story. We're coming up on Valentine's Day. So there's probably some cute Valentine's Day shots that we could do. But really implement what you've learned today, and it will really help you grow your business. All right, so we did good on time. We've got about 8 minutes, so let's open it up for questions. Ooh, there, now I can see you guys. All right, if you want to take yourself off of mute, what questions do you guys have about anything that we've covered over these last few weeks of boot camp?
Hey, Nicole.
Yes.
I'm over here so that I won't interfere. So one thing I wanted to say that's really interesting now is on your Facebook Messenger, you can schedule events in that. So if you tag the name or you tag the time, it'll have an underline under it, and you can tag that. And that's going to give a half an hour notice to the person that you said that you were going to call. So that's going to be an extra reminder to them, but just make sure you move it also to your calendar.
Thank you for that, Melody. I noticed that with somebody that I was chatting with. I was like, whoa, how did I get a reminder? So that's within Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, that's a new thing. And so utilize that. And you can click onto the underline and change the time. And you can also label it. So you might say, talking about a program with Mary. And so it'll pop up on Mary's Facebook as a reminder that you're going to be calling her about the program. So that's an extra layering thing, but just make sure, like I said, you don't forget to move it to your calendar, because it won't put it in your calendar.
That's a really
Good
cool
stuff.
idea. Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, Melody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what other questions you guys have?
Pick on people.
I have a question.
Pick on people. Oh,
Go
Nancy
for it.
her hand.
What is the difference between a thank you after you meet someone, a couple hours later, sending them an email, versus the thank you for a discovery call? That confuses me.
I'll make it simple. There's no difference.
So do you do it twice?
What do you mean twice?
So I met a waitress at Coco's.
Mm-hmm.
I come home, I send her a messenger or a text and say, it was so nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to talking to you. This is when I'm available. Or do you send them that thank you email?
You're sending them that thank you email. So that goes back to our systems for getting the word out, right? So is that
right.
essentially what you did, is you got the word out with that waitress?
Right.
Yeah. So within 24 hours, you're going to send them a thank you email.
Okay. So once you do that, and then you set up the discovery call and you go through that,
Mm-hmm.
do you send another thank you?
You've already sent the thank you at that point. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I needed clarification on. I was getting confused. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Because you don't want to send the same email that you had already sent.
Exactly. Okay.
Unless they're wanting more specific information. Your thank you email is very generic, and that goes out to everybody, right?
Uh-huh.
Everybody that you meet. So if somebody is wanting more information about program, as a follow-up to the conversation that you had, you might want to send them something else that's, available in simple systems.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, Nicole, can I add one more thing?
Yep.
Okay, when you guys look back at your calendar, look back like on Friday and see what you did over the week. And if you talk to somebody and then they said they wanted to get back to you or you didn't talk to them, go back and edit and move it to the next week. That way you're always keeping it fresh. You're always reminding yourself who you talked to last week. So just go back and look and then just update, and that will help you. That's what I've been doing, and it's really helped a lot. And then I put mine as color coded for orange. So every time I see orange on my calendar, I know that's something that I have to do action. That's it.
I love it. It sounds like we need to do a separate training on calendaring and follow-up. Yeah. So, all right, you guys, we have a few minutes left. Let's take advantage of the time we have together. Let's hear from some of you guys on what you got out of this series. How has this helped you? Josh, let's start picking on people.
Kimberly, how has it helped? You're the only one that's, besides Melody, that has your video on, so you get to talk.
This has been a huge help for me. It's a lot of information when you first start, and for me, I want to learn as much as I can, and I've been getting incredible help from my sister Dawn. But to just have this on Saturday mornings, to really just get it down in my book all at once. I can go back and look at it. I can look at my action items. I've been taking pictures of the screen. It's just fabulous. You can never hear this enough.
Good point. Good point. I know. I'm still getting stuff in the 0 to 5 group. I'm going in there, seeing which one of my coaches are in there, but I'm like, oh, hey, I don't do that anymore. Like, I got to get back to doing that. So you can always learn plenty more. Doesn't matter what level you're at. You can, be reminded so many different things from all these.
Yeah, absolutely. And, and I know you guys have probably heard Jamil say this, this business is really, really simple, very simple. And sometimes we overcomplicate it. At least I know I do. So a lot of what you hear in these boot camps is repetition, right? We're talking about systems, right? Because that's what works, and that's what we've really got to get good at. So
what I like to say is that it's simple, but it's not easy, because it's very, very simple, but just getting out of your head and getting everything down and doing all the systems, that's where it's work. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's work, and work pays off.
Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else want to share before we sign off?
What about Elaine? No. All right.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna stop the recording. Well, let's do a farewell. So last boot camp in January, I know I've had the pleasure of training on 2 of these calls, and I think they're awesome. And from what I understand, we're going to be doing these every month. So congratulations to those of you that made it till the end. It's a big commitment, and it shows that you really want to learn and you really want to help others and grow your business. And I just love getting together with everybody. This is what fuels me. Now I'm ready to tackle the day, go on a little hike, and get onto Facebook and do some follow-ups. So, Josh, anything you want to add?
No, not at all. No, we did. You did a good job. I like the muting, so you didn't hear Melody with the echo.
She's in my house. It's a little awkward, like, oh, I'm hearing her twice.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks, you guys. So stay tuned for information on our next boot camps. Let's finish the last few days of the month strong. A lot of people need us. They're struggling with their health, they're struggling with their finances, they're stressed. Go out there and share this gift with them. Those of you that are on the line, you guys you have been blessed personally by this program. So we can't keep it a secret. We got to get out there and share. And Facebook is definitely, a good tool that we use, but let's get them on the phone and let's really, hear what it is that they want. So thanks, you guys. Please post your takeaways, not only from this training or any follow-up questions that you have from any of the other trainings that we've had. We'll post the playback for you. If there's anything that you need to go back on, all the playback information is all in one place, and all of the action steps are all in one place. So go back and you really study this information. That's the only way it's going to get you into action, is if you learn it, you watch it, you learn it, and then go take action on it. That's what's going to sharpen those skills. So you guys have an awesome rest of the day and a good weekend, and we will talk to you guys soon.